Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh. Peace, love, happiness to everyone here. I would say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be, from the north to the south, to the east to the west. I wish you only peace and I wish you the best. So you may wonder why we have this black and white video here going on. Something wrong with your phone? No. Computer? No. Video, nothing. That's wrong. I picked this because it's the topic of today. Currently, there's a lot of stuff going around on the internets about is it okay to be white? And this is a poll conducted by Rasmussen. And there's always polls can be really kind of a funny thing, because they can be worded funny to get certain results. You don't know who exactly is taking the polls. So what they say is 1,000 people, random people were conducted, called up and asked the question, is it okay to be white? And there was a man named Scott Adams, and he is a cartoonist. The cartoon is called Dilbert, and he's getting a lot of hate. Perhaps rightly so, because of, the way he said some things. Maybe his feelings were not in the right place. Basically what he did is he quoted that poll that said that something around 48% of black respondents said that basically it's not okay to be white, or it's not okay to have that feeling to be white. So he came to the conclusion that he doesn't want to be any part of being friends with or to have anything to do with black people because of the poll. Even though the majority of black people say it is okay to be white. So he ignored those people and was just focusing on this small segment, smaller segment. It's still a big segment, of course, but, democratically speaking, So, is it okay to be white? Let's see. I think that when people get labeled, or they start to label themselves and they start to identify with this label, especially when it comes to your ethnic background, especially when you live in a multi-ethnic environment, multiracial environment, I think it does more harm than good. We can't look at it without the context of history and what you could say fairly recent old history, let's say about the last 400 years or so, 300 years. And you look at colonialism, imperialism, and the effects these had with slavery and the mass movement of populations into places and all these difficulties that arose from that. So where am I going with this? Yes, good. Where am I going with this? So he was wrong. I don't agree with his opinion that people should just divorce themselves from people of other backgrounds, because I don't think this is a way that a society should grow. I don't think this is a way that a society is going to develop itself. It's going to become stagnant, and there will be over time other societies that would look beyond that will just pass them by. So in my looking through this whole thing on the internets, what did I see? I saw some different views. I saw one YouTube channel I won't mention here. Reminds me, I would maybe, as soon as I can get my computer all set up, I'll start doing reaction videos. And I would like to do a reaction to a reaction to a reaction video. There was a video put out, I won't say the name or anything like that, but they were African Americans, and they were talking about this, this topic exactly, about this Scott Adams. And they were just as racist, if not more racist in their verbiage at least, of what he said. So there were, I mean, one of the first things out of the person's mouth was, what was it? And now in stupid cracker news. So you can see how these things don't help. You know, haha, it's not funny. You know, it's just kind of put yourself at a lower space, a lower vibration, if you will. So what can I say about it is, like, you know, just my own personal opinion that racism is dumb. Whoever is, you know, responsible for it. And it is a problem. And to me, it seems like a growing problem because of social media. The sense of anonymity, you know, when people are anonymous, they don't feel like they show their face. They're just typing behind a keyboard. They can be brave, keyboard warriors, per se, as they would say. So the thing I would like to, though, tying this all back with something else, there is a cure for racism. There's a cure for racism. And what that is the destruction of the ego. The destruction of the ego means that when you finally come to a realization, a spiritual realization, that you are the sum amount of all your ancestors, okay, of course, you are here in this world, but if you can just kind of dissolve that and kind of just become a little bit more open, you let go and you let God. You don't focus on where you were in the past. You be in the present. You have to learn to be in the present and appreciate what you have, the good and the bad. And I found a very good cure for racism, sociologically, is Islam. In Islam, we are taught that no man is better than any other man, or woman is better than any other woman, except for the content of their character, their belief in God, how they worship God and their belief. This is the only way that we're judged. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you come from a rich family, a poor family, these things don't matter. You're light-skinned, you're dark-skinned. You have two hands, you have one hand. These things don't matter to God. This is not important. These things are arbitrary. What matters to God is how you try to seek Him. And the best way of seeking Him is by forgetting about who you are and focusing on God. And that's how you destroy your ego. You just have to just destroy it. You know, calling yourself, you know, this sort of American or this sort of UK, you know, British, whatever it is. These are going to put you into a box, inside another box, inside of another box. If you're just trapping yourself, you're trapping your soul. So learn to get away from this. Learn to free yourself from this. Bob Marley would say, escape your, what did he say? He said, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery, because none but yourselves can free your minds. So this is what we need to do as a humans, peoples going forwards. You know, we're all the same. We all bleed red. So it's pointless to be tribal about it. You know, this and that and everything else. You know, just wasting your time. Just wasting time. So I think that's pretty good. That's about 8 minutes. I'm trying to keep it under 10 minutes this time. I will try to work on this reaction to the videos, because I want to react to that one video I was telling you about. So they're reacting to his video, Scott Adams. They're reacting to Scott Adams. And so I want to react to them reacting to Scott Adams. So we could tie it all together. We could kill two birds with one stone. Two racist birds with one stone, if you will. Because they're just racist. Just racist. You can't fight racism with racism. You can't fight racism with racism. That's, beat yourself in the head instead. Fred. Okay? So, I guess that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say except for thank you for listening. Make sure you do that like and stuff thing. Tell me if you're interested in this kind of content, if this is interesting. I'll try to get it all figured out where I can start to do some more of these reaction videos and stuff, because I know a lot of people are interested in those. So, guess that's it. So, assalamu alaikum, peace and blessing be upon you all. And until next time, thank you very much. Thank you.